Oh, 3,200 and you're already linked. Please, kill it. Kill it quickly before it can recover any. We're so close. Once this one is dead, it is literally over. I highly doubt there's any way we could lose at that point. Yeah, famous last words, but, like, legitimately. I would have to throw. Oh, thank you. All right. It's just you. Leia, you've done great. I did not mean to link with you. Get Rowan in here. Rowan might be able to do some damage. Milla and Jude keep this guy stuck, and then Rowan throws out some... Okay, Rowan, just run up next to the enemy instead of casting arts from a safe distance. Whatever, bro. Who am I to tell you how to play the game, right? All right, we should have this. Yeah, I don't really know why. I should go back and watch my older Jude playthroughs. I just went back and looked at my Milla playthrough, which was my most recent one when I beat this guy. I should go back to the Jude playthroughs and see, like, what level I was in those and what I did differently. I think I just had a rough go against this run specifically for some reason. My goodness, this fight specifically is so loud. I don't think so. All right, here we go. Should be able to kill him here, theoretically. Up in the air like you just don't care. Please die. Man, I love Tiger Blade Sigma.
I'm stronger than I look.
World's greatest warrior. Holy cow, the dish I have right now is 34 minutes, my goodness. A lot of that was me going through the first phases. 120,000 experience. That would have been 240,000 if I'd had the 100% experience dish. That is crazy. Yeah, thanks for all the stat ups. We had to use I used the stat boosting one.
Yes. Oh, never.
All right, not bad, not bad. You actually defeated me. Incredible. How strong will you become? How long will you continue to fight? For as long as we need to. Haha, a fine answer. Then I shall give you the power you'll need. The time has come to lift the seal on the devil's arms. Now go. Go and wield this infinite power. Fight for all eternity. So, did we beat him? I wonder. He didn't seem too broken up about it. I'm in shock. Can't believe our Lilium orbs were just tools to serve him. Makes quite a bit of sense when you think about it. Lilium orbs have long inspired man to fight and learn. I do love how they link this post-game boss into the level-up system of the game. Lilium orbs is one of my favorite level-up systems in like any video game. I was gonna say in Tales of. In any video game ever, really. I'm a huge fan. I think there's more to them than that. My Lilium orb gave me the power I needed to accomplish what I had to. I don't think tools are inherently bad or good. I agree with Jude. Whether a tool is used for good or evil depends entirely on the user. Well, maybe the devil's arms are like that too. He said something about lifting their seal. I agree. I don't see why we should deprive ourselves. We should use them to help achieve our goals. Yeah, Jude's right. That's all well and good, but what do we do if Firehead there comes back stronger than ever? Simple. We'll just defeat him again. I love Milla. I love the Xillia cast, man. Devil's Arms have awakened. The more enemies they defeat, the stronger they become. If you defeat an enemy while linked, the Devil's Arm equipped by your partner will also grow more powerful as well. So Jude's and Milla. Jude should be insane. Milla's should be pretty good. And then everyone else's should be fine. What is this new skill you got? Grounded stance. Avoid staggering when both feet are on the ground. Well, that seems insane if I could afford to put it on right now. All right, well. Oh, indefatigable. That's what it gives Jude the... I bet you get a different one for Milla if you do Milla's story and beat him. That's really cool. I like that a lot. We don't need to bother with Lilium orbs. I want to look at how strong stats get with the Devil's Arms. Yeah, Jude gets plus 1,300. Because I played as Jude the whole game. What about yours? Yeah, Milla's is pretty strong too. And then you see Rowan barely gets any because he's probably the least used character. Elise, her physical attack actually gets slightly worse, but it does boost her art attack, so not too bad. And yours is decent. And yours is barely anything. Yeah, so mostly Jude and Milla, obviously. But it's an upgrade for everyone once the seal is broken.
I dragged everyone down.
Oh, you guys are gonna do this like infinitely now because of the issue with the remaster that has this problem. Hold up, I want to talk about the game, but I don't want them to keep talking about like, oh, I'm sorry I messed up the fight, and oh, that's my bad, guys. Just get in a fight real quick and kill something, and that'll fix it.
Onward.
Go away, all of you. Holy cow, look at my damage.
Keep them away.
Forward. This
Go
is
away.
what we're made of.
I think the buttons are reversed in Abyss. In this game, X is the art button and circle is the normal attack button. I think it's backwards in Abyss. I think Abyss is circle is the art button and X is the normal attack button. And when I first started fighting the Golden Mage Knight earlier today, and then I lost that fight and had to level up a little bit, I was constantly clicking the wrong buttons to attack, and I was like, it must be backwards in Abyss. Where do I want to end the game? Where do I want to say my final words and wrap up this playthrough once and for all until we do Milla's story next year? I'm recording this. This is probably going to go live on like the 1st or 2nd of January, probably, because I have to render it, and I already have my videos for today scheduled. I'm recording this on the 31st, the day before the new year, and I also want to try and get, I know I have 2 other games. Star Force 3, Black Ace, I need to record the ending of, and what's the other one? Digimon Story Lost Evolution, I think I need to record the ending of. Yeah, I have to do both of those. I'm going to try and do those tonight. I might have to do them tomorrow, though, because tomorrow's Thursday, which is my day off. Where do I want to end? Honestly, Milla's Shrine, I think, is, like, one of the best spots to end, but that's where I ended in my last Milla playthrough. Well, you know, I did that in the Milla playthrough, though. The other option I was thinking is the Shineland Woods Temple, because it's where Gaius, Milla, and Jude have their conversation about what Gaius's answer to Milla's question is, and I love... Oh my goodness, I love him so much. Let's go to Milla's Shrine, though. I really think that Milla's Shrine is just one of the best spots in the game, because it's when Jude... First of all, I love the look, and I love the music, but it's when Jude asks to go with Milla and all. I guess Sherrilton... The thing is I don't want Sherrilton music and mutton, get your mutton, going off while I'm talking about the end of the game. It's nice and quiet here, but Sherrilton outside of the thing where Jude says that he wants to, like, stay with Milla and protect her, that's also a good one. But, hey, we've done it! Tales of Xillia Remastered. Jude's story is done. Sorry that these last couple of videos took a little bit. I am so bad about finding free time to record because I'm just always so busy. I'm either busy working on something else for the channel, or I'm working on some IRL stuff, or I'm spending time with family or friends, which is, you know, it's hard to make schedules work for stuff like that, or I'm working on one of my hobbies. Just, it's so hard for me to find time to sit down and be like, all right, I can give up like half an hour to an hour to just record something. But that's why this took a bit, and why I really need to get Star Force and Lost Evolution, their last recordings done. Those both need about an hour each. But yeah, Tales of Xillia Remastered. This still, as ever, remains my favorite game of all time. It's super fun. I enjoy the gameplay. There's a frustrating moment here or there, but you know, what game doesn't have moments like that? I can think of all my favorite games having a moment where I'm like, that was really annoying, I wish that didn't happen, kind of stuff. But I love the combat, I love the music, and I just absolutely adore the characters. It really is the Xillia cast that makes it my favorite game of all time, and especially that quadruplet, whatever you would call it, that group of 4 of Jude, Milla, Muse, and Gaius. Gaius is potentially, like... Gaius might be my favorite, like, Tales of character, flat out. I'm playing Abyss again right now, so maybe... I think the only one I ever said that I really considered my favorite other than Gaius would usually be Luke from Abyss. So I'm playing Abyss again, so we'll see how that holds up. That's part of the reason I wanted to jump right into Abyss, is because Abyss and Xillia were like my 1 and 2 for so long, but then I played Arise, and I was like, maybe I like Arise more than Abyss, but that's part of the reason I'm playing Abyss right after Xillia, is I want to be able to more closely compare how I feel about the 2 of them. But the whole ideology and what they're trying to accomplish of Jude, Milla, Gaius, and Muse, and how they're all like parallels of one another, where Jude looks up to both Gaius and Milla. Milla and Gaius are both like, they're leaders, they stand at the top, they believe that they have to lead people and do what's right, and etc. And then you have Muse, who's kind of a bit of a parallel to Jude, where Muse needs someone to look up to like Jude does, but Muse is like, she kind of shows like the wrong side of it, where you become too dependent on someone, and all she can do is depend on Maxwell, and then when Maxwell forsakes her, all she can depend on is Gaius, and she kind of like breaks down at the end of the game when she and Gaius lose a little bit until Milla talks to her. Meanwhile, Jude doesn't have to have Gaius or have to have Milla like constantly. They were like role models to him, sort of, and he was able to grow thanks to looking at them and interacting with them, and, you know, becomes like his own person, basically, whereas Musée still like defines herself entirely on Gaius. I love they bring in Musée really like in the last like act of the game, and I love how much, after building up the whole thing with Jude and becoming his own person and like growing up and becoming an adult and etc., constantly looking to Milla and Gaius and trying to figure out his own answer from both of them, trying to understand why Milla is the way that she is and how she's so resolute and all. And then they bring in Musée to show like, here's what happens if you don't take the right lessons from that and sort of evolve into your own person, sorta, you know? Like in Musée's case, she becomes totally dependent, but in Jude's case, he did break down when he lost Milla, but then he kind of like snapped out of it thanks to Leia and a bit of, you know, what Alvin was doing and whatnot. And then Jude was like, I can go on without her, whereas Musée is like, I have to have someone or else I can't do anything. And those parallels between Jude and Milla, and then the Jude and Musée, and the parallels between Gaius and Milla, and then the relationships all four of them have with like Milla and Musée being sisters and both being spirit women and etc. And then like Gaius and Jude both being, you know, not spirits and just normal people of Rieze Maxia who are trying to do what's best for the world. You know, Gaius is like, spy rights have to go. Jude is like, surely there's another way that we can work out in the best interest of everyone instead of just leaving Olympius to die, etc. And I think one of the things they do great is that all the characters have good points. Like, Gaius does have a good point of like, listen, it's not our fault that Olympius put itself onto destruction and all. We can't let them, like, we can't let all of our people of Rieze Maxia suffer because of the mistakes them and their ancestors made. And at the same time, it's like, it's not really their fault. You have that moment with Gillen at the end of the Zenithra section where Milla says, like, you should have thought about, he's like, our people are dying. She's like, you should have thought of that before you used Spyrix, or Spyrite. And then Gillen was like, that wasn't me, that was his ancestors. But at the same time, you know, Gaius can't just, like, let his people become batteries for them, or, like, let Olympius keep using Spyrite, or Spyrix. I keep getting them mixed up, they're such similar words. Spyrix, and, like, ruin everyone's, like, ruin Rieze Maxia as well. And from Gaius' position, it's really hard, because Jude's solution is basically Milla she doesn't sacrifice herself, obviously, and as we know, there's a Xillia too, but she, like, cuts herself off from all of them to give them time for Jude to work out Spyrix, Jude and the rest of the world to work out Spyrix as a solution for both countries. But Gaius is like, there's no guarantee that that will work, and he's right, you know? It's a hard decision of, like, taking a gamble, essentially, of, like, can we get this Spyrix technology to work soon enough to solve everyone's problems, or will it not work out? Will it fail entirely, or will it take too long, and then the people of Rieze Maxia suffer? And Gaius, as king, is like, it's not right to make my people suffer to gamble my people like that, to gamble all of Rieze Maxia on, can we make that work? So, you know, there's, like, but also it's not right to, like, doom all of Olympius to slowly die out. So, you know, it's a rock and a hard place, and I think that the ideologies of all the characters and what they go through and how they clash because of it, like, Gaius isn't, like, a bad guy by any means. He's not, like, an evil man, I guess is how I should say it. He's the antagonist. But it's not, like, it really makes me think of Naruto, where a lot of the villains in Naruto, which is my favorite anime of all time, for those of you who don't know, where it's a lot of ideological clashing, where, like, people are... It's where, like, the antagonists, like, you can kind of see where they're coming from, right? Where it's like, they're doing it the wrong way, but also you can kind of see their point at times, and also, like, what's the better solution kind of deal and all. And I love those ideological struggles where there's, like, it's not black and white, there's, like, some gray in it, where it's like, well, they're not, you know, not everyone is wrong, per se. Like, everyone has their point, whether, you know, only one of them gets to be right in the end, I guess. Or, like, one option has to be the best option out of all of them, and usually that would be the protagonist option. Like, Jude trying to get Spyrix to work is the right option to go for in Xillia, and that's why they win in the end. But, And in Naruto, like, Naruto's dream is the best option in the end, and so that's what they go for. But I love that when the villains aren't necessarily, they're not just, like, evil. I enjoy a good evil for the sake of evil villain. I think that that's also a good archetype for a character and whatnot. But I really love it when you can kind of see, like, the villain's point, and you're like, yeah, you know, I side more with the protagonist, but I see where the antagonist is coming from, and it leads to these, like, ideological battles of not so much beating each other for the sake of winning over one another, but fighting each other for the sake of convincing the other person, which is what Naruto culminates in with Sasuke and Naruto at the very end of the show, where it's not a matter of Sasuke, big spoilers for Naruto, by the way. It's not like the point of the final fight in Naruto isn't just for Naruto to win, it's for Naruto to convince Sasuke to go with the way that he sees things, like two friends in an argument, kind of. And I love that sort of thing, and I think the group of Milla, Gaius, Jude, and Milla do that phenomenally, and I love the overarching story of Xillia as well. And on top of all that, I love the supporting cast. I think that outside of Agria and Ivor, I don't like Agria and Ivor, but, you know, can't be 100 for 100, usually. But I really like Pressa, Wingle, and Zhao as the Chimeriad as supporting villains. I love Zhao especially. Zhao's probably my favorite not main character in the game. I would argue that Gaius and Muse are main characters. They were supposed to be playable characters, but they ran out of dev time. That's why they're playable in Xillia too. But of all the characters that aren't, like, at the forefront of the game, Zhao is probably my favorite. And then I love the rest of the cast: Leia, Rowan, Elise, and Alvin. Leia's probably my least favorite of those four, but I still like her as well. I love all four of them. I just love the Xillia cast, man. I love this game. It is my favorite game for a reason. So, yeah, all right. I think I've waxed lyrical. Is that the word? Waxed poetic? Whatever. About it enough. I've played the game plenty on the channel and whatnot and talked about Xillia plenty, but there you go, my final rambling thoughts. Tales of Xillia Remastered. The only complaint, I only have two complaints about the remaster. I think I mentioned it in the credits. One, I really wish they would push an update to fix that bug where when you, like, lose a fight that you were, like, close to, or when you win a fight that you were close to losing, they have the characters just constantly repeat, and that's a bug with the, like, it's, oh, I'm sorry, I was bad in that fight or whatever. That's a bug in the remaster that didn't happen in the original. I really wish they would fix that, so, but it's also really easy to fix. Just run into an enemy, beat it real fast, and you're good. So it's a minor complaint, but one I wish they would fix, because I feel like they should be able to fix that with an update. And then my other complaint is that I really don't like that they put the Ifreed treasures on the map by default. I like that they put the treasure chests on the map by default. I think that's nice. But putting the Ifreed treasures on the map by default kind of defeats the purpose of Ifreed treasures. Well, it doesn't defeat their purpose. You can still pick them up and get cool stuff from them. But it's, you're supposed to have to, like, keep a keen eye out for them. That's kind of their point, because Ifreed hid them. So I wish they hadn't done that. But other than that, I think the remaster was great. I'm so glad this game is off of the PlayStation 3 as its only playable way. So now a bunch of new people can get it and play it and enjoy it. And I'll get to platinum it again soon in the not too distant future. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. How long did this take me? This is like 25 minutes. Yeah, this is going to end up causing a video of its own one way or another. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed. I really hope you enjoyed, because I love Tales of and I love this game. So I love playing Tales of on the channel, which is why we're doing Abyss, and we're going to do Berseria in February, and then I'm sure the Xillia 2 remaster will come out sometime next year, and I need to go back and play more of the 2D Tales of so that I can get them all on the channel, because there are like 6 mainline Tales of games I still haven't played yet, so on and so forth. There's a lot of Tales of to do on the channel, and it's my favorite game franchise, even though I don't love every game in Tales of. So we're definitely going to keep doing more of them. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. Tales of Xillia Remastered Milla's story is going to happen next year. I've actually already been working on getting more platinum trophies in my spare time. I platinumed the Ace Attorney trilogy, Dicey Dungeons, and Wise 10 Nordics. I platinumed just the other day, actually. So I've been working on getting some more platinums. I think I'm at 78 right now, 78 or 79. I guess I could check, but I'm not going to bother. But I want Tales of Xillia Remastered. The original Tales of Xillia was my 69th platinum trophy. Nice, you can see that in my Milla playthrough on the channel. I want my 100th platinum trophy to be the Tales of Xillia Remastered platinum is what I really want. So that is my plan. That's kind of my New Year's resolution, I guess, to get... I need like 20 more platinum trophies, and I got plenty of games coming up I can get platinums in. and games I've already played that I haven't gone back and platinum. But my goal is to play Milla Story Remastered next year. Probably towards the end of the year. It'll probably be like October or November again, about when this came out October 31st, I think, in 2025. So probably October, November 2026. We'll do Milla's story for Xillia Remastered. And my goal is to rack up about 20 more platinums in that time. And for those of you who don't know, I don't do easy platinums. I don't like buy a game that it's like, hey, this game takes like 30 minutes to get the platinum trophy and woohoo. I don't do that. I only get a platinum trophy in a game if I think it could be fun or an enjoyable challenge to platinum, or if it's a game that I really, really like and want to platinum. I platinum some games that I don't really like I platinum Zesteria, for instance, and Kenna Bridge of Spirits is a game I platinumed, even though I didn't really enjoy that game very much. Yeah, that's how I go about platinums. I also don't do the thing where you just get free trophies by, like, switching to a PS5 version. I explicitly avoid that. So, like, I got the platinum for FF7 Remake, I believe, on the PS5 version, but I didn't get it on the PS4 version, or vice versa or something, and I didn't just, like, load over my save data to be given all the trophies, because I think that takes the fun out of it, for me, personally. So, I put some extra restraints on myself for getting platinum trophies, if that makes sense, to make them more fun for me. So I got a bit of work to do to get 20-ish more plats before about this time next year, and we'll do Milla's story. I've rambled more than enough. I talk so much, man. It's almost like I'm a YouTuber or something, or a streamer. But yeah, thank you all so much again for watching this playthrough. I really hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. And I hope to see you for the Tales of the Abyss playthrough that's going on right now on the channel. Definitely check that out. And the Berseria remaster is coming out at the end of February. We will be playing that as, I think, was it February or March? I think it's February for Berseria. I think it's Star Force Collection is March, I think. But I hope to see you for all Tales of playthroughs in the future. Hopefully. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Until then, farewell.